I remember back when Cyclone Owen was happening up in the Gulf of Carpentaria, I think he began, and he inspired me to make up a little story with Owen, Penny and Riley, and that's gone back to late last year because our cyclone season starts in 2018 and extends into 2019. And then we had Oma. She was named outside Australian territory. Even though she began in Australia, she moved outside Australia, caused devastation as a low pressure system, then moved away, then became a cyclone and came back. That was Oma, the one that could have been Savannah, but wasn't. Savannah was out to sea, out in the Indian Ocean. Trevor was in the Gulf of Carpentaria, the same as Owen. Trevor was big, which is the meaning of the name Trevor, means from the big settlement. Owen means young warrior. It's a Welsh name. Owen and Trevor, the two Welsh names on the list. And then Veronica brought flooding to Port Hedland. And then we had Wallace. I made a big deal of Wallace because of Ace. Because of that one little word within the name Wallace, Ace. You know, Wallace means Welshman, but it's not a Welsh name. It's Scottish. Wallace, Welshman, stranger. It means stranger, like from Wales. So back in the day, if you were from Wales, it was like being a Muslim today. It was like you're a foreigner, a Welshman. You're from the strange land. That's the meaning of Wallace. Ace. He's black as the ace of spades, that boy. That line found its way into my story. It's an old saying. Black as the ace of spades. ACE. It's an acronym too. In meteorology, it means accumulated cyclone energy. ACE. ACE. A-C-E. The first, third and fifth letters of the alphabet. Add them together, you get 9. Accumulated cyclone energy. ACE equals 9. So I was thinking it would be very neat if we ended up with 9 tropical cyclones, because accumulated cyclone energy refers to the total energy of all the cyclones of a tropical cyclone season combined. ACE equals 9. 9 cyclones. It is very neat. Ann is a latecomer. Very late. You don't normally get a cyclone this late in the season. You can, but you don't normally. The fact that Ann has come along and become a cyclone means we've had 9 cyclones. The value of the word ACE.
This is Sky News weather.
Hi there and thanks for joining us here on Sky News Weather. It was a cold, frosty, foggy start to the day across the eastern inland of the country. In the nation's capital, we had visibility down to just 100 metres this morning, and low cloud kept it feeling nippy well into the morning. Those temperatures down below 5 degrees till about 9:30, staying below 10 degrees till about 2:30 in the afternoon. And didn't get much warmer than that. This is why when we have a look at the visible satellite imagery, low cloud, which lingered around really until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, keeping a cap on those temperatures for you in Canberra. We also had some across Victoria as well, and with that, the risk of a few light showers for the south coast. But as you can see, it has burnt away into the afternoon and evening. We've also lost that visible satellite, of course, as we have lost a lot of the sunshine as we've headed into the evening there. Now, we are still seeing the chance of showers about the west coast of Tasmania, and onshore flow continuing to drive in showers to parts of those, and also the north coast of Tasmania. Elsewhere, the satellite shows the distinct rotation of a tropical low sitting out in the Coral Sea. Now, this is Tropical Cyclone Ann. It became a tropical cyclone early this morning, and it's a Category 1 cyclone which is moving in a west-northwesterly direction towards the Queensland coast, though we aren't expecting any major impacts for the Queensland coastline in the immediate future. It's going to weaken during the day on Monday as it continues on that west-northwesterly path, and by the time we get to around the middle of the week, we are expecting increased rainfall, particularly over the tropics of Queensland and potentially over parts of the top end later this week. More on that coming up in our extreme weather outlook with meteorologist Rob Sharp. Elsewhere across the country, we continue to have a hazardous surf warning in place for the New South Wales coastline. That's for our waters all the way from Byron Bay down to Bateman's Bay, so large and powerful surf there, as you can see at Tamarama this morning. Now, our large swell, which has been firing up these big waves to the swell of about 3 metres, is actually moving further away from the New South Wales coastline, so we will be seeing this easing back into Monday. So we're not expecting the waves to continue to be this size or this powerful as we have a look at tomorrow. The synoptic imagery shows us our high pressure system, which is dominating much of the country at the moment. This is why we've had such cold mornings and sunny afternoons. Clear skies, light winds is what we have with high pressure systems. And it was definitely a cold morning, not just across the southeast, but also the north of the country. Darwin shivering through its coldest morning so far this year. In fact, the coldest morning since August, the temperature dipping down to 21.4 degrees. I know it doesn't sound cold, but that is for Darwin in May. Elsewhere across the country, we saw temperatures down to just a single degree in Alice Springs and 11.9 degrees in Port Hedland, so the coldest we've seen there since about last spring. Also cool for you in Broken Hill, getting down to 3.9 degrees, and Canberra sitting down around freezing point. Canberra, you didn't really get that warm today. 12 degrees your maximum. That's 4 below average for this time of year, so that low cloud really capped those temperatures, and we're seeing things cooling down again in the southeast as we head into the night. Another nippy night on the way, by the way. Note these temperatures down around freezing point where we've got our darkest blue shading, single digits where we've got that second darkest shade of blue, and with those cold temperatures, more frost in the forecast, particularly for our southern ranges of New South Wales, northeastern Victoria, a bit also creeping in for South Australia. Fog as well in the forecast. Once again, high pressure, clear skies, light winds bringing frost and fog across parts of New South Wales, Victoria, Tasmania, and also some once again for the southwest where we did have reduced visibility in some areas, including Albany this morning. Stay with us here on Sky News Weather. Your full Monday forecast is coming up.